Good day, everyone. Welcome to a new installation of Life Beyond Tech, a production of 800 Tech Limited. My name is Jason Abraham, and I am a member of the 800 Tech team. I have been part of the organization for the past 10 years or so, from its previous iteration as Southern Technology Limited, and now to its current standing as 800 Tech Limited. Over that time, I have been part of the organization and seen it grow and expand its list of clientele. My current position in the organization and official title is that of product specialist. Now, this has been my designation since the Southern Technology days. And the reason for it being that during the iteration of Southern Technology Limited, I was lead on a few of the projects that the organization undertook. Since then, my duties have evolved, and I'm much more involved in the technical aspect of the company now. And in watching the company grow, my skills, both technically and professionally, have grown as well during this period of time. Now, 800 Tech spans multiple sectors within Trinidad and Tobago's field of industry. We have clients in the retail sector, we have clients in the financial sector, we even have clients in the manufacturing sector. And as you can imagine, each of these sectors has a different type of culture in the way they function and the way they operate. To any of you who have worked in more than one organization, you know that on your first day, when you notice pretty quickly that things are done differently from where you were previously. As soon as you go in, you get basically a culture shock where you start to notice all the little differences, and you quickly have to learn to adapt to those if you want to be successful within that organization. Now, this basically is 800 Tech Life. On a daily basis, we deal with multiple clients. And as I said, because these clients operate in different sectors, they all have their different cultures, whether it's from a leadership perspective all the way down to standard employees, even security personnel. Everyone operates on a different level and in a different way. And you can imagine as well that within these organizations, they also have the different segmentations, the different departments, the different cliques, who all have their own culture as well. So how do we work around this? How do we adapt to this? Well, first of all, 800 Tech has to have its own strong organizational culture. Without this, we can't get anywhere. We have our culture, our goals, our mission, our vision, with the client at heart, where we know that once we're on site or even working remotely, we have our goal and our aim of assisting that client in all their ICT needs, helping them to be efficient and helping them to move forward in this world, especially during these COVID times, where we know that ICT is a must. In addition to this, aside from the technical aspect and the technical vision that we have for our clients, we also have to be very strong and customer oriented. This is where our adaptation to different company and organizational cultures comes into place. When we go into an organization, we have to be able to recognize the differences in the culture. We have to be able to know how to interact with different peoples, what to say, what not to say, how to break the ice, for example. And this isn't always an easy task. But I'd like to think it's something that we have all become adept at doing over the past few years. Now, cultures in organizations pop up in many different ways, from the way people dress, Some organizations are very professional, as you can see. I'm trying to be very professional today. Some organizations dress down almost every day. Some organizations, you have the way they communicate with each other. Persons would get up and go to another person's desk and they would speak. Although that's something which, of course, is not really recommended in 2021. Whereas in other organizations, most of the communication is done by phone or via email. We have, let's say at lunchtime, some organizations, you have staff who enjoy congregating in the lunchroom and having lunch together, whilst some others, staff prefer to sit at their desk and eat by themselves. And of course, this is Trinidad. Let's not fool ourselves. The after work line on a Friday is a huge part of our culture as well. But again, not every organization or every department or every clique within a department is going to do that. But when we go in, we have to be able to look at all these little nuances and be able to highlight them and bring them to the fore. We have to be able to adapt to them and be able to integrate into them as well. Now, not all cultures are going to be beneficial, not all cultures are going to be good. But that is why we try to stick to our core, and again, customer service to our clients being one of those cores, wherein we know exactly just how far to integrate ourselves into an organization's culture. And once we are able to do this successfully, it is much easier to get persons to open up to you. ICT tends to be a bit intimidating to some people. And I'm sure you've seen it for yourself. We have people, especially those who aren't exposed to technology as much, being pretty intimidated by it. And in turn, being pretty intimidated by us. Sometimes people are afraid to come to us to say exactly what an issue may be because they don't think they can explain it properly. Or they may think that, it's not a huge issue for other people and they may be ashamed to do it. But when we are able to talk to those people successfully, when we are able to become one of them and move from just being a consultant to being part of the organization, being integrated into their culture, people tend to open up to us a lot more. And that's how we get our information at the end of the day. When people come to us and they say, this is what is wrong, that is what is wrong, then we're able to address it. And we're able to not only, again, address it in a technical aspect, but also to address it on a personal level with the staff. And that may include retraining of some sort, which is something we have found very necessary to do time after time. And it is all part of the job, and it's part of what we do well. And we believe it's part of what helps us to stand out as well, too, in the ICT field. On a daily basis, we at 800 Tech, because we deal with so many different levels of an organization, we have to be able to see the culture of that organization from each of those levels. From a managerial level, from an employee's standpoint, from front desk personnel, security personnel, etc. Anyone that deals with any sort of ICT infrastructure on a daily basis. And this could be a laptop or a desktop. It could be printers, shared network resources. It could even be something as simple as getting access to Wi-Fi. So, in conclusion, culture, as we all know, is a huge part of any environment. And 800 Tech strives to, again, not only be consultants, but to be part of an organization, to be part and parcel with the employees. And that, we believe, is the only way to help them achieve their goals. And ultimately, that is what's important. That is our main goal. using ICT, using our skills, our knowledge, our experience to help the organization achieve its own goals. So thank you for joining me today. Please look out for many of these videos from my colleagues, which will be coming up very soon. You can join us every Thursday at 4 p.m. for more Life Beyond Tech. Take care.